Hey guys, this is Razacle here, back for another video. Once again, it is Avalox Online, the third update. Today we are going to do a little overview on what's to come for this update here. It's a big update, guys. I will say is that on this update and in future updates, you guys can officially join in the server. It is right now currently in alpha stage, and very soon, within the next 24 hours or a little bit more, but for sure tomorrow on the 2nd, it's gonna go into the beta stage of the server. So as you're watching this video, you guys can literally join right now, and you can check out the server for yourself. You can finally, after seeing, I can assume, the previous 2 videos of the server, you guys can now experience this yourselves. So let's get right onto this. First of all, as you can hear, I added sounds to the server. We got that included, which is part of the ranks, added ranks in the server, which is, I'll go over a little bit over that a little later. I've officially added a starter kit for new players. So if you have never joined the server before, you will get this exact setup here. You get the 1 piece of armor, and you get a weapon here, starter weapon. And you also get this here, menu, which is basically a navigation on all the areas that I've covered before. This is what you will use as a shortcut to get through the main stuff that you need to do in the server. Because I've had complaints with players since during like the first few days of the alpha stage. So I made this menu for anyone to access. Just simply do /kit starter, and there's a cooldown of like 10 seconds. You can always have this menu whether you are a recurring player or you're a new one. You can see here we got the spawn dummies. If you see below the spawn dummy mob there, you can see the action bar. I added the health bar for the mob, so players can now know how much damage they're doing and how much the mob health has left. But it is interfering with the player's health, so it's going to be hard for you to track how much you have, so you would have to constantly go back and forth as you're attacking them. So you can get some limited stuff from these guys. I don't know how long I'm going to keep it there, but it's going to be there for a little while. Like, I see, like, my guess is a few months, but I'll probably make an announcement by then when I'm going to remove the limited stuff in here. Over here, we got, again, the PvP arena. Nothing has changed since the last time. It's the same thing. It's pretty much an area where you players can kill each other, and actually I did add a feature where if you kill a player, you get PvP tokens. So in here, this is where you're going to be earning PvP tokens against each other. In Hall of Fame, nothing has changed either, it's just the same thing. We got some players who already joined the server. And the base worlds, I went through some issues with the base world. There was an issue with accessing some stuff with players, but I was able to fix that in time, so now it works fine. For now, each player in the plots world, they can claim 1 plot, but in the future I'm gonna make it so players can earn additional plots for themselves. For news, I'm gonna change this tomorrow most likely, since still preparing for beta release is right now. This is where you're gonna be getting your news here. Anytime the server has any major updates or anything like that for Discord members, it's going to be on the updates channel, and on the server for players who don't have Discord, it's going to be on the news channel, where they can just check here every week or so and it can just right click and see what's up with the server, what's going on with the server. For here, store has finally been added. I officially added the premium box set, which is going to be the first ever exclusive items that people who pay real life money for. Now these items here in the packages in the premium box set, these are permanent items. There is a system here where once you get an item from the box, you do not get it again, and the item is tied to your account, so it's untradeable. You can't really sell it for money or anything like that, and they're all cosmetics, so it's not going to affect the actual gameplay of the player if you do decide to purchase this, but it does serve as like an extra visual effect to enhance your gameplay, like your experience. Like there's like custom sound effects, custom messages, which are all tied to ranks. Right now there's just ranks and pets in there. For pets, I added a unique mechanic where if you right click them on their feet or like at the like lowest, like their hitbox is like very low. Doesn't matter which model they are, but it's like you have to hit them at the bottom, and if you right click on that area, they do like a little dance, which each mob has their own unique dance. And I did add a few limited items in here as well, so there is some unlimited items in there which players can get at any time throughout the server. And then there's a few of them which I'm going to add continuously for each different set that I'm going to be releasing, where players will only be able to get it from that box set at a certain amount of time, and then once it's gone, it'll never come back. So players can never get that pet or rank again. And if you do happen to accidentally purchase extra, like you get keys to open the boxes, if you end up purchasing extra keys, I made sure that you can use the keys in the future for future box sets in case you already got everything from the box set, since you know that you can't get any repeats. So that's the plan for the packages here in the store. And the shop here, there was a few NPCs last time I think where I did add shop, but now I finished it, so we got all 6 NPCs now. Achievement, which is the EXP crown, which you get from completing quests, and PvP, which is PvP tokens. You can get that from killing players. I think I've already shown you guys the event shop, which is the asteroid event. The last video I made, it was supposed to be during the 2024 season for, or 2024 event for the asteroid, but because of how long it took me to get to this stage right now, I had to postpone it to 2025. I did little changes with the event because players were having issues with trying to complete the event, but I fixed it now, and now the event is working properly, just with a little changes here and there. The PvP shop, same thing. It's going to be for sure 1 month. It'll be a different item, and it's only going to be attainable from collecting a lot of PvP tokens, so you have to kill a lot of players. Here we have the limited dungeon and world boss. These will be available until the next season comes out. So I'm not sure how long the next season will come out for season 2, but until that releases, these 2 will be available for you right now, and then after that, season 2 will replace the shops here. Let's do the event first, the Asteroid 2025 event. So what you do is you simply right click, or you can go to your menu here and you can go to event and it'll teleport you here, same place. So what you do is you basically go through here, you're in this like little house here, and then you go to this area, you just basically go straight in front and you get teleported down here. And for players who are wanting to join the server, if you are joining from the latest version, you might not see this text here. If you don't, just know that, pretend that the under the blue text is a player, because I made it hologram hitbox where it's equivalent to like a NPC. So if you I know that players do see this on the latest version. So if you are on the latest version and you don't see this text, to start this event, you basically just right click over here, just under it, like that. There you go, like this. And the event starts. Now basically what you do is, like I said before, you just have to try and collect as many ores and items you can, and this is the barrel. This is the most important part of the event. You have to try and get the Oh shoot, I'm gonna die. Try and get the barrel, get inside the barrel and get the fragment before the items reset here, as you can see. There you go. And you get that. And it resets, and then once it's done resetting, then you can start the event again, like that. Now, if you do end up dying during the event, you're gonna get respawned back to spawn, and then you'll have to come back. When you do that, the blocks will still remain there, so you have like basically a saving grace where you can come back and then you can start the event again after you have all the time in the world to get the blocks that previously did spawn but you just died from. So that is an option as well if you accidentally do start. Oh, I can't access that. That sucks. If you do start wanting to do the event after you failed the first time, so it's like a backup. And then when you're done the event, just do simply /spawn, and you are finished. And finally, we get to one of the two big things here, which is dungeons. I'm going to show you guys around just a little bit on what the dungeons is about, and then I'm going to head on to the world boss here. So, for dungeons, you just click on here, or you can, again, use the menu to access it. Right here, just click on it. And over here in dungeons, your goal here is to try and explore as further as you can, because in the dungeons here, you start when you press the main menu, you start from the very beginning. So if you want to try and access like the future, like further progress in the dungeons, you have to try and manually try and experience yourself with getting to the first getting to the dungeons the first time yourself. So over here, as you can see here, I just entered in through the dungeons. Now, as you go further into the dungeons, the mobs get stronger and the challenges get a lot harder from the previous from the previous areas here. So this is season 1, so I made it fairly simple and not too difficult. Also made it as an intro for dungeons really simple. There's 3 areas you have to go through. One contains a portal, one contains a chest with no mobs, just parkour, so the players can have a chance at getting treasures, and then there is one to get into the village here. So players in this area, it's a good place for them to start grinding and get their levels up enough where they are comfortable with going further into the dungeon. So that's what I made the season 1 dungeon for. So I'm going to this area here, which leads to the village, and these guys here in the village, it goes like to level 2 and 3, so it's not too difficult. Here is the village or tavern of dungeon 1. This is where you can access the world boss stuff, which are not limited. These are of stuff that will always be available to you. You can get the world boss crate and the blueprint, which is used to make the world boss item, which is pretty strong. That's why I made it really expensive. And here's the dungeon box crate, which you can also get from the treasures as well. And in here, this is where you do the quest. This quest is very important. There's going to be a quest line where it'll help you progress through advancing to the later stages of the dungeons. So if you want to get to season 2, you have to complete this quest here fully, and then you'll have the ability to go to the portal to go to the next dungeon. So that's what this guy's for here. If you go upstairs, after you progress enough to season 2, there'll be another teleporter there that links to this teleporter, and then you can in future, when you join the server, you don't have to manually go through season 1 and 2 over again. You can just simply go straight to the villages of season 1, and you can teleport to season 2, and then you can do so for future dungeons as well. So that's what I did here. And that is what I have for dungeons here for now. There is only 2 mobs here. I got the Erymanthean Boar and the Centaur. The highest level for the mobs in dungeon 1 is level 10, which is the boss, and then everything else is level 1 to 9 are the boars here, which as you keep going further closer to the boss, they will get stronger. World boss, in order to unlock any world boss, you have to complete the quest for that dungeon of world boss. So each dungeon will have a world boss associated with it. Think of world boss as like a raid in like an MMO game. So it pretty much is like the big boss that represents that dungeon. So after you beat the boss or the quest from dungeon 1, you also unlock the ability to go into the world boss here. So once you have completed the quest, you go here, right click him or through the menu, and you are into the world boss room, and then you can click on your room and turn it, and you can start here. Now this is how the world boss works. I'll just show you a little bit. When you enter through the world boss, you basically are into this area here, which is the world boss. Up there is a guy NPC, which is related to the world boss blueprint item that I showed you guys back at the shop there at the tavern. So he'll give you clues on how to get that item. And as you are going through here, through the world boss, there's a time limit over there on your right side. You have to try and complete this before the time runs out. So as you can see here, you have to try and kill these guys, for example. And then you would have to go further into the world boss to kill the next mobs. Now, the first world boss is a linear path, so you just simply, when to kill them, you could just navigate through the path here, just go through past this area, which it'll be a mob area, and then there'll be like a player area where you have to try and navigate through this little maze. Dungeon 1 represents mazes, so I had to make it more like a navigation system where you have to try and go through the area yourself as fast as possible so you can beat the boss in the time frame. And then you go past through this area to the next area, and then there'll be another mob spawn that you have to try and kill. And then after that, you have to try and go through another player area. And as you're going through the world boss here, it gets harder and harder and harder until you reach the last area, which is the boss area. And if you kill those two guys, you complete the world boss, you get your rewards between you and your party, and then you go back to spawn. Alright, so that is probably it for the server review. It's like a lot of information here that I made through this video, so I'm just gonna like cut it out. But hopefully this video will give you guys a little overview on what the server is about. If you want to know a lot about it, just simply access the menu, and all this will tell you everything that you need to know about what the server has. And if you're still stuck on what you need here, you can use the help button here, which will give you access to all the commands you need to access for anything that you need. That is what I have for now in the server. For the next updates, I'm probably gonna make it more than months, because the last update was like months ago. So this one, the next one is hopefully gonna be within weeks. I'm guessing probably within next month at the latest, but we'll have to see. But I'm hoping I can make updates more regularly, so I can keep you guys updated on what's coming in the server and what has been added. And also continue the storyline that I have a little skit going on here with these updates. So I would like to, continue that as well. So that is all I have to show you guys today for the video. If you have any questions, you can join the Discord server in the description below, and you can ask me through there on the server, or you can type in the comments below as well, either or even the servers, or even the server. I'm okay with that too. If I'm online, you see me online in the server, I'm gonna be there quite a lot. Just message me and we can have a little chat. So if you guys have watched the video to the end, I do appreciate that. Hopefully in the future I could make videos like this more frequent than what it is now, because like every few months or so is a lot for these type of videos, and hopefully I can make it a little bit more regular for you guys, so keep you guys updated on these stuff. So I'll see you guys later, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.